What's up, everybody? This is Frank here from Black Sheep Studios, coming at you from Manahawkin, New Jersey. One question I get asked and comes up in class a lot is, what weights do I use for the exercises? So I do two classes here. They're basically flip-flops with two words. I do core and strength, and then strength and core. It's marketing, but basically in each of these classes, when I do the lifts, the rep numbers are always going to be between 6 to 12 reps. Sometimes it's between 6 to 10 reps, but I keep those reps the same, and I usually start off with the lower rep number because that's where you're going to hit strength training ranges. So first off, I'll show you two exercises where I notice I get the most questions on in terms of heaviness. The first one is an upper body move, your bent over row, where you just pull the weight up and down, training your lat muscle, your back shoulder, and then sometimes your bicep, and believe it or not, your tricep can engage too, depending where you're rowing it to. All right, just some details on that. Right, notice my positioning, I'm bracing on my body here, okay? So that's one exercise. That question comes up, what weights do I use? And the second one is a deadlift, simply because it's a low back move, and it's also not a movement that people are used to doing in their daily life, because most of the time we're squatting, doing a knee dominant movement, getting up and down from chairs. So hip hinging is not a movement that people are used to doing so much. So think of it this way, when you ask yourself, what weights do I use for the exercises? Usually I'll help people out. I'll tell them, look, have another weight to your left or to your right. You want to be able to challenge yourself through 6 reps. So after 6 reps set is done, if you don't feel anything at all, you feel like you didn't do anything, you just moved your arm, you need a larger weight. If you feel that you're losing form positioning in your back, your leg or something, you get a lighter weight. Try not to overthink it too much. Sometimes the overhead press is another movement where people are unsure what to go, what weight to use. The one thing you can do is just come to class a few times and find out. I'll look at you, all right? You think about what kind of tempo you're using. With a 6 rep overhead press, 1, 2, 1, 2, it should be a 4-second movement, okay? 4 times 6 is 24, so that's 24 seconds of work. Without making it complicated, at the end of the day, you're just gonna get an awareness of the movements. I usually do 5 movement patterns, okay? You'll do a squat, okay? I'll usually have some kind of split squat here, okay? You'll be doing a hip hinge, all right? Sometimes it's a single leg hip hinge, okay? I'll do lateral squat motions, all right? I'll take the kettlebell or dumbbell, we'll do row like I just demonstrated. Sometimes we'll have the kettlebell here, we'll do an overhead press. It could also be a dumbbell, okay? But when you think about all those movements, it's always gonna be between 6 to 10 reps, sometimes 12, all right? Typically, the lower in rep you are, the heavier weight you can use, and then typically the more reps, the lighter weight you'll use. All depends on your goal. You won't really physically get bulky by lifting heavier. Your muscles that you have will just get a little bit stronger and more efficient at pressing. So that should answer your question. You come in here, you just get a range of weights, typically 2 to 3 sets of dumbbells, and then 2 kettlebells, a medium size and a heavy size. If you have any additional questions specific to your needs, if you have injuries or need modifications, just let me know. You can message me, and I'll see you next class. Peace out.